Hey, good morning, good afternoon, depending on what part of the globe you guys are at. So how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing great. So today we'll get into our question here. Okay, very simple question. Hey Mark, how do I rewire my brain for success? Right. Yes, the key is the brain. You look, remember, your tool here in this reality is the brain. Your brain needs to be in optimal performance and shape to create what you want. Your brain is like the engine of your car. If the engine is not running good, the car won't run good. When the engine doesn't run good, a lot of stuff in your car start acting up. The electronics, because it's not getting enough fuel, it's not getting the enough power to operate in your world. So rewiring your brain for success is the key. I'm going to show you exactly how to rewire your brain for success right now. Someone says I need a transmission flush. All right. So let's read from my book here. Look. See this book? How to Win the Lottery Using Quantum Physics. This is this book I wrote when I won the lottery. This book, you need to get this book. Amazon, bestseller, paperback. This is about winning the lottery. It has everything else. It shows you how to rewire your brain. This is your go-to all book for anything you need to desire and manifest. I'll put the link so you can go to Amazon and get it on my website. But let me read something from my book. Okay? And then I'm going to talk about the brain and how you can rewire your brain. All right. Hello. Title is Transmute Your Feelings. All right. Emotions play a huge part in the brain. Emotions drive us. Here's what my book says. When you have fear, doubt, anxiety, stress, it's something that you do not want, right? So that's why people always talk against those things, because it brings you what you don't want. To handle fear and doubt, you have to understand it's just a feeling that you're experiencing. It's not your reality. It doesn't mean you manifested that. It's linked to the survival of something that you can't do. It's something you can't do. That's the message from your subconscious mind. You have to consciously understand it's your mind picking up on a survival thing. When fear comes in, you understand that it's an illusion. Fear doesn't mean it's happening now. It has no immediate impending danger. It's from the book. Now, the first thing about rewiring your brain for success is to understand what you are feeling and what you are seeing. And my book says, when you have fear, doubt, and worry, remember, it's a natural reaction. So what you want to do, you want to observe the fear, but you do not want to what? What you don't want to do? Observe, but don't absorb the fear. Okay? The limbic system is the part of our brain that runs down that controls our emotions. So here's the first thing you got to learn when you want to rewire your brain for success. You have to develop self-discipline. That's number one. You have to also practice repetition. I repeat that again. Self-discipline and repetition are the two keys that will rewire your brain for success. Let's move to the next one. Okay, self-discipline and repetition creates neuroplasticity and synaptic pruning. It actually tells signals to your brain cells to fire a certain way, wire a certain way, create a new pathway a certain way. So we got to develop that, right? We got to develop what? Self-discipline and repetition. Okay, self-discipline of what and repetition of what? Here you go. You have to start to see the glass half full instead of half empty. You have to start to think positive. You have to have a mindset that things are going to work in your favor. That's going to start to have your brain create that neuroplasticity we're talking about. So once you have that going, the next step now is the ask-formations. Not affirmations, ask-formations. When you ask a question out loud, it's going to rewire your brain for success or failure. If you ask a question out loud, why is my life so happy and harmonious? it's going to create neuroplasticity in your brain, and your brain will show you why your life is so happy and harmonious. That's how you rewire your brain for success. The next step to rewire your brain for success is you have to see your goal as achieved. You have to use your imagination to see yourself and the goal all being achieved and done. That's going to create synaptic pruning, and that's going to rewire your brain for success. Okay? How else do you wire your brain for success? You have to get optimal rest. You need to get at least 6.5 to 8 hours of sleep, depending on you. Some individuals can do good with 5, but you have to do that. The reason is, when we go to sleep, our brain has this fluid. It's like kind of similar to spinal fluid. But when you go to sleep, your brain has a fluid that flushes all the toxins out of your brain so that you can be optimal for the next day. That can only happen when you get plenty of sleep. Sorry, rewire your brain for success. Next step, manage your stress overload. Look, we live in the matrix. We encounter a lot of stress. So you have to learn to manage your stress. If you don't manage the stress, it's going to create more cortisol. Cortisol is toxic to your body in large amounts. It's going to create inflammation. It's going to mess up all the cells, and you're not going to be really, really good. So manage your stress. How do I manage my stress? Meditate. Mark, how do I manage my stress? Think about the stuff you want in a fun, imaginative way. Anything that will make you feel good towards your goal will manage your stress. Okay? Mark, thank you. How else do I rewire my brain for success? Eliminate the concept of time in your life. Whoa. What is this guy talking about? I can't eliminate time. Yes, you can. I'm talking about linear time. Time that goes this way. The cycles, the 24/7 time, the 365 days a year time. You have to eliminate that from your consciousness. Okay, man, what do you mean eliminate time, bro? I can't eliminate time. I gotta go to work, I got meetings, I got stuff I gotta do. Okay, here's what I mean by that. You have to start to become more aware of the moment. You have to start to see things shrink in moments of snapshots. You cannot see things in the future and stop doing that, because it's going to make you anxious. So what do you do to be present? Focus on what's happening now. Notice how you feel, and just be in this moment and pretend like this is the only time that exists. And then the next moment you do the same, and you do the same. When I talk about eliminate time now, I'm talking about stop trying to push forward, to think ahead, because you're just going to overthink, and it's going to create more stress, more anxiety. Do you see how that works? What happens with the brain? The brain is our transmitter to the universe. It's also the receiver from the universe. And the brain reacts to what you think and how you feel. How you think and how you feel will dictate the life you will experience. Now, this is where the self-discipline comes in. You have to keep to these practices as a lifestyle. You have to use the affirmations. You have to use the visualizations. You have to practice being present. You have to practice being positive, optimistic. This is a lifestyle. This lifestyle will turn into your dream life. If you want to have a dream life and manifest and do all the stuff you want to do, you're going to have to be self-disciplined, and you're going to have to repeat this process, because it takes time for the brain to rewire and get into that new phase of creating your life. You see how that works? Good morning, Mark. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Correct. That's 100% correct. Okay, the next tip about rewiring your brain for success is mindset, a particular state of mind. So everybody, all of us, every day we get up, did you know that you are in a particular state of being or state of mind every single day? The state of mind we're in, it's habituated and it's programmed to us. Many of us are in a flight or fight state of mind. Fight or flight means we're always on guard. We're going to get stressed more easily. We're going to get anxiety because we're in the fear panic mode because it's all around us. That's called a state of being. That's something we were programmed to be. Now, it's not good to it's not good to be in that state all the time. You're supposed to only be in that state a certain time when you're in danger or anything. But the way society works now, we have been conditioned and programmed to be in that state all the time. Our limbic system doesn't turn off. Our nerves don't turn off. So it's not good. So when you're in that state of being, we're going to tend to attract more of what we don't want. Most of us are in it, we don't even know we're in it because we've been so conditioned and so used to it that we get up and we get night sweats, you get these sweats, your heart starts, you just think it's normal. No, it's not normal. So there's different states of being. So how can you turn off the fight or flight state so you can get into that abundant state of being? It's about building the awareness. Once you become aware of what state you're in, and you can always know what state you're in by examining how you feel and what's thoughts in your head. If the thoughts in your head aren't what you want and you're feeling all off, you're in the wrong state of being. So you want to switch from that fight or flight and you want to get into a flow state of being. A flow state of being now is when your mind are seeing more optimistic opportunities in your imagination. A flow state of being is just accepting what's happening in the moment and knowing things are going to work out in your favor. A state of being, a state of allowance, is knowing that you live in a universe that's only designed for you to serve you. You know, that's what's gonna take you out of that state and put you into a abundant mindset state. Now you're gonna rewire your brain for the success. And once your body, what's gonna happen is your mind is gonna get there first, and then the body's gonna follow. See, the body now is going to follow the mind because now the mind is more optimistic. The mind is more positive. Now the body says, okay, let's tune down the cortisol. Let's relax the nervous system. Let's have more positive thought. Let's increase some dopamine. Let's get some more serotonin going here. Let us have these constant good moods going on now. And now you start to shift from that lack state. Now you're moving into that abundant state. And now the thing about manifesting, creating your life is, you know, good things happen when you feel good. Great things happen when you consistently stay feeling good. And feeling good doesn't mean you always got to be happy and high emotion. Feeling good is just you're in a neutral state of peace and tranquility. It's like, it is what it is. Nothing's going to get you too high. Nothing's going to get you too low. That's the perfect sweet spot. Once you're in that state, your world will start to revolve and show you that state. See how it works? So there you have it. Those are some great tips that you can do right now to move your life into the state you want to be. Now, let me say something. You don't have to always be happy to manifest, guys. You know, you just have to be in a state of peace, tranquility, or feel good. Happiness is the plus. Happiness helps, yes. But remember, happiness is just an emotion, right? You know, it comes and goes. The one state that you can always be in that's consistent is peace and joy. All of that is a state of being that's constant. You know, things don't bother you. You just, the way you see things. It's not the circumstances that are happening in your life, people. It's how you perceive and react to the circumstances that are affecting your life. It's not the thing that's happening to you. It's how you view the thing that's happening to you. And let me say something. If you want to fix that, I'll give you the easiest way to fix that. Any and everything that's happening to you is not happening to you. It's actually happening for you. That little tweak will now turn the universe to say that every single thing that happens is happening for my growth, my good, and my destiny. So that means if something that you see were bad, if you say it's happening for you, that bad thing will turn into something positive that will help you grow, and learn and move on. That simple tweak will fix it right there. And it fixes it because we live in a subjective world where things on our perception will become our facts, our truths. So that's the gem I want to leave you with today. And I'll see you again. Remember, this is the book. Get it on Amazon. I'll post a link. And your daily vlog to read and to get your mind right. Alright guys, see ya.